Well, I'm here again. I got a lot of shit to talk about. I ain't gonna play no music right now because I'm lining up a whole bunch of shit. But anyway, the shit I gotta talk about today is really important, man. Uh, and the reason it's important is because I fucking want to talk about it. Man, you gotta understand, I'm ahead of my motherfucking time. That's just all it is to it. I'm ahead of my time. Now, I'm gonna prove it to you with one thing. I don't know how many of you have heard the my audiobook, Rosebud the American Pimp. But I made that audiobook with a soundtrack and everything with it 25 years ago. I have been selling that shit for 25 years. Now, you know audiobooks ain't even 5 years old. You know that. But I knew way back then that that is the way books are going to be, read or listened to. I got a lot of shit you want. And I'm willing to let you have it. But I'm not pushing my shit on you. I ain't pushing it on you. This game I'm spending today, you're going to get much more than you bargained for. And unless you completely fucking surrender yourself to this game, this shit going to be difficult to do. Difficult or not, I'm shooting straight from the hip. Now, what the fuck did any of you know about a conversation? I know. It's just you talk. You talk and up. No, man, that's not what a conversation is. A conversation is a weapon. And if you use it correctly, everything you want is going to come out of the conversation you have with the person you're having it with. I know that shit sound crazy. Yeah. But let me explain some shit to you. You don't know what a conversation is, so you can't know what an arsenal is. Because an arsenal is what you start every fucking conversation off with. All right. I ain't talking about an arsenal of fucking guns or bullets. Or am I? The arsenal I'm talking about is as dangerous, and it'll make the sentences you use fucking when you speaking to a woman, it'll make them words bullets. And the cold part about them bullets is every goddamn one of them are hollow points. See, I know how to use my mouthpiece as a weapon. A motherfucking double-barreled Uzi. And I'm going to show you how to use your words as an unlimited clip. And they going to be hollow points. And you going to spray women with your conversation. This is a kind of real, usable game you get from attending my motherfucking university, SWU. And if you do the activities that it provides, you're going to really see that you are capable of this. You just didn't know it. I only provide assignments that's going to build your confidence. And once your confidence is properly supported by the knowledge you get from Sidewalk University, there is no limit to where you can go. You can go anywhere you want to go because you're completely in control of yourself. Therefore, your destiny is also in your control. An arsenal, the way I show you to use it at SWU, is a system. And this system is a customized way for you to speak and have your conversation together. So you have it together so that when you speak to a woman, anywhere, you'll know how to manipulate the environment you're in to assist you in catching. Once you develop your arsenal, it won't only work on women. It'll work for you in any endeavor you run into, as long as it involves conversation. This is the seriousness of what I'm doing. The first thing you got to learn about this system is it's real. It's real. And it starts whenever you get serious. If you're serious, from this point on, you must be able to imagine that you're going to do better. You have to be able to see in your imagination you walking up to a woman and having a conversation that you've designed, that you're in control of. Now, I know how hard this is going to be for most of you, but if you can't imagine it, it ain't going to happen. That's the truth. It ain't going to happen if you can't imagine. So number one in this system is when you start a conversation or a conversation is started, you got to let the woman talk a little bit. You got to let her say just a couple of things. So you're going to get a feel for how she thinks. At SW, I break impromptu conversations with females down. And that's why we record everything, so that we can critically think about the conversation and what was right and what was wrong. So what I'm saying is, if a woman fucks up with me, well, I mean, if she just want to fuck with me, not fucks up. If she want to fuck with me, I don't feel lucky. And she can't call me any kind of pet name. Coming over here talking about baby. Baby is alright, I guess. But hun, whatever. No pet names. See, when a woman do that kind of shit, call you some kind of pet name, she ain't even really knew you long enough to even have a pet name for you. See, that's a diss. And you should never allow that motherfucker to get away with that. Don't go for it for a second. And you better make sure you never allow her to get away with some shit like that. Another thing, you better make your mind up about this woman quickly, or you're going to get played. You can't be just talking to a woman not knowing where you're going. Now, after you make your mind up, you got to think of a conversation and you got to get busy. Because at SW, we think it, do it. We don't think it and then think about it and then wonder what we thinking about before we make a move. No, we trust ourselves. We trust our thoughts, our initial thought. We trust it. And we roll with it. So, I'm going to start my interview process at this point, because I done made my mind up about the broad. She done said a couple of things. And all I'm doing as I start my little conversation is just using my arsenal for her. Because let's say so far, she's one of these coming off one of these know-it-all bitches. Like all women do. See, I normally am immediately on the attack. Sometimes I don't. But with the forward woman, she's just really, know everything, talk all that goddamn shit, used to, talking to dudes and all they do, yeah, I understand, I hear you. Yeah, it's like that. No, not me. So what I do, I'm on the attack. And to establish that, I'm going to use a line like, I know I'm going to like you because your name's like my daughter's. This is a very unassuming line. But let me show you the game in it. See, I'm giving her something to identify with me with when I say that. You got to understand psychology to really get women. Most likely, she ain't gonna pay attention to me saying her name is like my daughter's. I mean, she's gonna hear it, but by me saying I know I'm gonna like you, and then mentioning my daughter because of her name, she's gonna focus on that. But she really heard me say, I know I'm gonna like you. But what she didn't get was this is how you take control of a conversation with a smart aleck motherfucking bitch. You gotta make her understand. So, what I'm doing here, like I said, she ain't paid attention to what I said because this is a sneaky fucking way to get her to start mentally accepting my dominance as a man. Now, don't confuse what I'm saying when I use the word dominance. None of what I'm talking about will ever involve any type of force. The dominance I'm talking about is the correct dominance. And that dominance is a desired feeling or emotion that all women have, but very few of them get to experience it willingly. See, I'm going to set the tone with my conversation, and then I'll chop her neck off. So, now, to make my dominance apparent, quickly, I'm going to find something in what she's saying to get her to identify with me a little more. I've already set her up with asking her a setup question. Something that she's not really paying attention to. See, you should know that women rarely listen to men when they talk. They hear the first couple of words that you're saying, and from that they judge where you're going because they've heard the same thing you're saying about 9 million times. So they know where you're going. They're already preparing what they're going to respond. So when you get done, she's going to chop your head off. So what I'm going to do is make her identify with my authority. And the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to point out that she don't be listening to what I, be saying. She didn't hear what I asked her. And she's going to be humbled by my skill in getting her to shut the fuck up. Now, example, you talking to her and you say, well, tell me something that she didn't like about me. I mean, no, tell me something, that the way I'm asking her is, we're having a conversation that she's basically just talking about shit she don't like. And well, tell me something you like about me. But I'm gonna ask her that kind of slickly in the vein of not liking me. And she's gonna follow because she ain't listening. And she gonna start telling me about I hate for a man to do this, man, blah, blah, blah. And I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna hear it, but I'm gonna save it because this is what I'm gonna set her up with. So what I'm saying is that's the question I asked her, and we talking about something else. And she didn't forget it. But when I spring it on her, my dominance is gonna be very apparent. And it's gonna it's important that I show her this. So I ain't gonna use it right now. But as long as I establish this dominance early, it's cool. As long as I get that fucking sentence in there. Now, the second thing I'm going to do is decide how I'm going to handle this bitch. So, as I take control of the conversation by giving her an opportunity to speak. I'm going to be careful to pay attention to what she's saying, because right here is where I'm going to start to play my arsenal on her. Now, let's say I pegged her as a snooty bitch, used to handling men she deals with. So I'm not going to show her right away that she can't handle me. I'm going to listen to her for a moment, get her to thinking she got me going. And also, you got to be prepared to make this bitch laugh, or at least chuckle. Now, honestly, I can't think of a better way to loosen a snooty bitch up than laughter. Now, during that laughter, she ain't gonna notice you taking over the conversation. She ain't gonna notice that what you doing is what she wants. A man to handle her, make her high and low. She wants that. So what I'm saying is that she want to talk about different things, but what she want to talk about is of little consequence at that point, because I am gonna listen, but I'm listening so I can pull some shit from what she's saying to talk about. Now, I want to see if the bitch listens. And now that she's talking about all this stuff, I'm going to show her what she thinks about men, because all women think men don't listen to them. And I'm going to show her she don't even know men, least of all me. And as I'm listening, I'm creating my conversation based on what I'm thinking about this bitch. And it whatever she's about, I didn't surmise it. Now, most of what I'm saying is going to be stalling. It's going to be to get to the real questions. And once she start answering the real question, she's really gotten into my web. And then I'm going to capture this bitch. And the way she answers, let me know she is very comfortable or not. And if it is, all I do is keep rolling with my conversation. See, you got to understand, when you use an arsenal, you're leading a woman. You're leading her as far as what she's going to say. Why? Because she's responding to you. Otherwise, a smart attorney don't ask the question that he don't already know the answer to. So a smart motherfucker having a conversation ain't gonna make statements that he don't know what the responses are gonna be. Otherwise, you don't know exactly what she's gonna say, but you do know where this statement generally makes the conversation go. So as long as you make the statement and her response is going where you know this conversation should go, she's paying attention and you can keep talking to her. At one point, I'm going to check on that tricky question I asked. I'm going to check on it to see if she really is listening to me as intently as I'm listening to her. That's why I asked her that tricky question earlier. See, so what I'm saying is, the arsenal is so you can see when a woman is not listening or following your flow. There's two things you can do at this point of realizing she's not being real. You can see that you're wasting your valuable time, or you can flip the script on her. A lot of times I flip the script by showing her that she possesses the same attributes that she says turn her off in men. So why shouldn't it turn me off from you? When I bust that on her, and she gonna tell me, what am I talking about? I'm saying, I asked you what you like about dudes, and you start telling me what you don't like about dudes. So you know you weren't listening. And she's gonna remember that. And she's gonna shut the fuck up. Silence is golden, especially when you cause it. When something you say promotes it. Just remember what I'm telling you. This shit is dope.